I'm back. I know it's been a while, but I'm back now, so that's all that matters. And haven't spent that much time designing this plane, but I designed a new plane. It's the SAB Draken, or J35 Draken. I don't really know the name. It'll probably be in the title, the correct name, the Saab 35. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a beautiful jet. As air intakes, and I know the jet has one afterburner. I just due to just how the flaps are constructed, it ended up having two air intakes on the back. I mean, I think it is possible to make the jet end up with one. And I meant afterburners. I meant to be saying afterburners. It's not a one afterburner at the back. But this is just how it came out to be. And I need to warn you, this plane is not easy. Like if you're not that experienced in Origami, I don't recommend you try it because there's some really weird folds in it. Especially around this nose section. There's some really weird folds that will probably make you annoyed, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get into the tutorial. Alright, to begin with, we'll start with 11 by 11 inch paper, and this model's kind of hard, so yeah. I already have one diagonal, crease the other diagonal. Alright, and then we will rabbit either side. I'm just gonna fold down on this intersection here. Flip it back over and just complete that rabbit ear. Yeah, the reason we made those creases just to make this part here a lot easier. Alright. we're gonna fold just like this. And we're gonna fold on the back here. Release this paper. If I blink out at any moment, so I'll just take that part out of the video. Fold in between these two creases you have going down. Just like that. Now fold it up on the other side, on that crease. And this part is hard. We're gonna fold on these lines we have here. And repeat down the other side. Like that. We're gonna take these two folds down and fold up on these. Start a fold, something like that. Yeah. This plane might come out a little bit different, but you have to try and match up these 2 points here. Mine aren't exactly matched up, so. Because if these points aren't matched up very good, then it throws off the wings of the plane. See, that's how you want it to be. Something like that. Alright, now squash down here. Edges on the side should be popping out a little. Alright, wait. You might, I think you have to, then, yeah, you gotta shift this paper down so it goes behind that line there. Behind this line. So you can fold it down. Yeah, something like that. It should pretty much fold it, this part in half. Yep, get that lid here. You should have little necks on the sides. I'm gonna fold these down so that, wait, let me check something. Yeah, so you just swivel this paper in here. So from this crease here, gotta go down here and swivel it to this line going here. Hits right on that crease. You should have a crease here. You should hit on that crease and become like an angle. You do that on the other side. Now you open this up here and you fold on here. And do that right there. That should create wait. Yeah. So you should have two creases here. Here, two creases. You're folding on this crease. And folding down here. Have them all look like this. Then we go here to this flap here. Take these first two layers, and let's just fold this in like this, just to make this fold a little easier. We're gonna fold down here and take these two flaps and basically rabbit ear the flaps. here. You're gonna open up into here. And fold that down. But you realize that won't lay down. Like that. You have this like uncomfortable flap right here. Try to fold it like this. We're going to take it here and swivel the flap up like that. So it's asymmetric here. And try not to crease this bubble part too hard. But after that, we're going to take it here and fold it in. Open it up and just squash that other side down. And when you try to do that, you'll notice that the flaps here start acting up. So you gotta unfold these two sides here. You gotta fold, so basically fold these two inner layers here. We're gonna fold those down. Wait. So we open this flap out. Wait. Crease is good. What? What we're gonna do here. Wait, pop that. Dude, what the fuck did I just do? You should have these creases here. Fold on them like this. For some reason my top flap isn't normal. Wait, I messed it up. Don't mind anything I'm doing right now. Alright, this is how your model should be. So let's go back to this stage. Wait. That's uneven. Your model should be at this stage here. We're gonna open up our model, pop this crease out, fold along here, and then pop it here too. So you're able to reverse that crease like this. So we're just reversing this crease. I forgot what the hell they do, so. Now on this model, I think there's 2 ways to deploy the landing gear. Yeah, I did say that. So it's kind of like Archangel's what's it called? The Eurofighter. How that plane had 2 ways for you to deploy the landing gear. Wait, what am I doing? No. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're just making the other set of landing gear right now. So if you want to be like more realistic, then you'd use the set of landing gear I'm folding right now. But if you just want it to be practical and like sturdy so you can land it and just fly the jet around, then you're using you would use this flap of paper for the landing gear. You'll see what I mean. I'm probably gonna also explain that in the intro as well. So yeah, this is the other set of landing gear. So other set of front landing struts. So if you want to, you just do one side and then you fold it in like that, and then you'd use a strut and reverse it in like that to retract it. I'll just have that out like that. On this plan, I guess I'll do both, just so you can see how it would look. Fold this part down. But if you're not planning on using this landing strut, just don't fold it. Don't fold it outward then. If you're not gonna use this. If you're not gonna use a display landing strut, don't have it like this. Or it might be better just to, whatever, I already folded it out. Alright, come to this side of the wing here. You're just gonna separate the flaps here. So basically we're just gonna focus on this line here. Open up the model, bring it straight like that. Just so we can access that flap. And separate it. Open up the model here. Take this flap out. What did I do? There, and then fold it back in that crease. Now that we have this here, you can tuck these creases into the model. Alright, now we can just fold that in. Just fold that so it's not quite there, but maybe even a little bit back. Just fold it really just a guesstimate fold. Make sure there's no separation here. Make sure it's clean there too. Wait. Now we're going to close sync this flap here. Be careful so you don't damage the air intakes. And try to keep this part neat. Wait. So like, where was I here? Take maybe like. Sorry, my shirt keeps cutting out on me. I did the other side. I did much better than this side. But yeah, that's the idea. You just want to push it in. And we're going to pretty sure just bring this flap behind like that. I think you do on both sides. Yeah. Like that. Just bring that to there. And that finishes off there. Alright, you're just gonna reverse fold that in. Reverse fold this fold in, right? Wait. I think that's what you do. Yeah. Alright, then you just fold these tips in. No real reference. Just fold them in. Hope you get lucky. When you adjust them, just go back into the model, or go back, link tips, and adjust them to your need. On this side here, fold that in. Yeah, and once again, yeah, I know the Draken only has one afterburner, which I bet is possible to get with this model, that I just didn't care enough to. So if you want to modify this plane and get one afterburner on it, you can. That's just not something I'm gonna do, because it's mainly because the landing gear is on the inside of the paper. Inside of the landing gear, which, if I'm remembering correctly, isn't normal for a plane. For an origami jet of this style, usually you have the landing gear on top of the afterburners. Fold these into thirds here. But I didn't mean to do that. And fold these slightly larger flaps into thirds as well. Hopefully you guys were already able to tell what I was doing. Wait, let me see something. Okay. Ready, Jeff. Yeah, I think it'd be best. Jetfold, I'm just looking at a real image of it. Jetfold, yeah, maybe around here. And what I do when I'm doing a jetfold on with thick paper, put a piece of tape at the area that you jetfold. It's actually a really good thing to do if you have like thick paper and it has a risk of tearing. I do recommend you put a piece of tape at that area so it doesn't actually end up tearing. Maybe a little bit behind there. Make sure it's not sliding the wings too. Make sure the wings are in place as well. Wait, let me. Really, if these flaps here are giving you trouble, just take them out. Wait, take them in and just fold it back in like that. See, I bet if I didn't have that piece of tape there, that area right there would have tore. Because there's a lot of stress on that point. And see, for a display model, I mean, you can just do that with the regular landing gear. You can get it down to that area. It would just make the model very, it just make the front landing strut very large there. And here, there isn't really a place to put it. Just gonna put it in. Get it even here. Just play around with this tail fin until you like it. And then you could go in here and fold the tail fin in like that. Or you could keep it wide. I'm gonna keep it wide. But yeah, this is better here. You fold it in, you fold it on both sides. Wait. You get in there and do this really unusual fold. I mean, I think it's like kind of comparable to a closed sink, but it's a really weird fold. Hey, if you actually know what that fold's called, you can drop it in the comments. It's nice and it's really thick there. The landing gear kind of looks like the one on the 810. Yeah, but that's a display landing gear. For just practicality, I'm going to use this landing gear, the one at the front. This plane's nose is really thick. Fold the back landing struts down. And fold it up here. Wow, this flap here is giving me a lot of trouble. Also, if you fold one of my models, I'd like to see it, like see how it turned out. It's like you could go and post it on your YouTube channel or anything. I just really wouldn't like if you just took the tutorial from my model. Well, like just took the model and you folded it on your channel. You can shape these inaccurate afterburners. They still look good though. Should use foil paper. It is possible with sheet burner paper, just for a flight model. You can also round out the air intakes. And there is the Draken. Hope you're able to fold it.